going on, YouTube? Oh, wow, I don't like that lighting, though. I'll tell you that right now. I do not like the lighting. See if we can fix it a little bit. Harmony went live at the same time. That's crazy. Crazy timing. Alright, man. What's going on, Valken? How's it going, dads? Alright, so, I am in... Yes, I know, Kyle. Yes, I do know. I am in, cloudy California. It is not sunny today. It is cloudy. What's going on, Kenneth? So it's just kind of a cloudy day out. But I wanted to check in with everybody. See if I'm getting this live up so I got the chat. No, I am I'm at the Petro, guys. I'm at the Petro. I'm at the Petro. So we took our load. Our load doesn't deliver. The one we had. Let me roll this up. All right. So the load that we were on does not deliver until tomorrow at 1800. So we brought it to Fontana, dropped it at the yard, and picked up another load and delivered it already at noon today at Costco in Mariloma. And now we are waiting to pick up tomorrow in Vernon, California, going to Sarasota, Florida. So that is our current situation as of right now. And it seems like my other phone has no signal. Hopefully this one does. But anyhow, so yeah, that's about it. Let's see, how's Judy doing? Judy's doing great. Heading to Atlanta. Going on, Strange. Austin, Brian, Ian. Alright. Your maneuver trainer sucked. That happens. That happens. Till he's taking cloudy weather. It's nasty, man. It's nasty. So I did 600 miles last night. Like 635 overnight, and Brown finished it this morning. He did about 90 miles today. Doing good, Jeremy. How you doing, Jesse? And got us down here. I did a little bit of napping, but I'll get some really good sleep tonight. This, guys, a little update on this. This is going really, really well. Really well. I have not had a cigarette now in, I don't even know, man. I don't know. It's been maybe 55, 56 hours. The last cigarette I had was on Sunday morning. I had 2 in a pack, and I smoked them on Sunday morning. That was the last time I had a cigarette. I have been strictly on the vape ever since. And I really like this mod. Really, really good. Austin, it probably was. I was in there on Friday morning. I went down there Friday and got it. I think it was in the morning. I was down in the testing area. Down there. Madison let me skip the line, but don't tell nobody. But yeah. Do I know what teams are averaging after expenses each week? I do not, Ian. I do not. But basically, if you take a trainer in TNT in a good TNT phase, and add back the student money, which would be about 10,000 to 1,100 a week. So like last week, Bobby G took home 7,200, paid his student 11 or 12. So So if that would have been a team truck, it would have made like 80 after expenses. It would have made like $8,300 or $8,400 after expenses. After expenses. She's always freaking rude. Linda's an old grouch. It's okay. Everybody loves Linda, but everybody knows she's an old grouch, right? So you just got to learn how to take Linda. Dan, we'll see what they change. I looked yesterday to find out what they were changing, and they haven't confirmed it yet. They're supposed to be getting rid of the 30-minute break rule every 8 hours, and they're going to allow you to take a 3-hour break and extend your 14. So say you drive like 4 hours to a receiver and you're making a drop or a pickup and you're there for 3 hours, as long as you're there for a full 3 hours, it will add 3 hours onto your 14 and make it a 17. I'm doing good, Chris. What's going on, Tom? Correct, Malcolm. Yeah, 2 to 3K each a week I think is probably an accurate number for Team Air Prime. Most of the time. I'm sure there's weeks where they make less, but there's probably weeks where they also make more. But I'd say it's a good average. Yeah, Dan, I think it'll help too with the pickups and deliveries. Make sure I turn the fan on back here. Yeah, I hear it. It's getting a little warm. One thing about Cali, man, it gets nice and cool in the morning, but in the evenings, man, it gets a little warm in the late afternoons when that sun starts going down. First behind you. What, is that you parked right behind me, Scott? There's a Prime truck back there. And there's one across from me. Prime trucks everywhere. Correct. 3,000 or lower, the more the merrier. I don't blame you. Mickey, so basically how's recap work? Okay. Add up your, okay, so if it's, say today, so it's whatever today is. Today's what? Tuesday, right? Yeah. So today's Tuesday. So go back and add up the last 7 days that you worked, add up all of your driving and your on-duty time, minus that from 80, and that's what you would have had available to work today. Okay? That's the easiest way for me to explain recaps. You do that every day. So basically what that means is, so we're going back 7 days, right? So whatever the last day is I added up for today, or going backwards. So say I burn all my hours up to 0, but as I'm going back and I look, and on the 8th day ago, I used 9 hours, that's when I'm going to get back tomorrow. That'd be my recap. Yes, Chris, you can. What's going on, Greg? First load behind. I'm sure they are. You got to be able to speak English, read and write English. But Austin, I don't know why they wouldn't be. Zay, no, if they're determining they want you to go to PA, that's where they're going to send you. Yeah, Dan, I just had that conversation with Junior the other day over dinner. Me and Junior just had that conversation the other day over dinner. So the other night when me and Junior did a live, we closed it out. We went to Applebee's, and we were talking about that exact thing about my truck. Matter of fact, Brown was saying, because he's going to go company, that he hopes they turn this one into a company truck and give it to him. You know, especially since it's already got the windshield curtains and the keyless entry and everything. It's a big deal. What would you say your vaping a day would equal a pack of cigarettes? Money-wise, no, Brian, not at all. I mean, not at all. I mean, I may be, on the vape juice itself, I may be spending like $1 to $1.50 a day. Yeah, the I-70 crash was pretty rough. Brown's doing good, Greg. He's up in the top bunk relaxing. He's up in the top bunk relaxing. Scott's and Ryan, okay, Cheyenne. What's going on, Melwood? Yeah, right, Ralph? Isn't that interesting? That's very interesting. Rod, Rod said he wants the truck. He wants Big Red. What's going on, Lucas? It's very interesting. Hi, Kiana. Get some rest. Yeah, it's been a good truck. I'll be honest, it has. Zay, I don't know what the permit cost. Yeah, the 155 they make you bring or whatever. Yeah, that's what that's for. It's for the permit testing and license. Yeah, Zay, you can. David H has a small TV in his. I think it's on top of his fridge. Started. Oh, you got that Class B, Tony? Congratulations, man. Not much, Sarge. Just doing a thing. So Brown is at 15,600 miles, like 15,606. I'm gonna go over and check sometime soon. Dan, I'm gonna do a review of all of last year, but I mean, I started catching a little grief over my checks because people don't believe them. So that's why I quit doing that. Because I'm not, you know, I have no reason to lie to y'all. It just ain't worth my my bunk heater won't stand. What the hell? You don't need a bunk heater on anyhow right now. It's freaking hot out. Hey Ralph, the Peterbilt will be here on the 20th, but I probably won't pick it up till like the 28th. Goldilocks, why do you need your bunk heater? I'm cold, it's so windy. Jeez. Bam the other night at the terminal. So I stayed at the terminal, did the interview with Junior. I drove to campus and I walked to Applebee's. I walked back to my truck Sunday morning, or that night, stayed in my truck at campus till Sunday morning, then drove to the terminal and got my load and got the hell out of there. That's what I did. It's 40 in Chicago? Holy crap, it is cold out there, guys. Huh. No, Strange, you do not have your choice if you're a company driver. No, you do not get your choice. They assign you what they have. You don't get to choose. Yes, Alan, I did. Yes, everybody, I did see David's dream wife. Yes, Zay, it's possible. Yes, you're going to run for that. But yes, it's possible. Snow in Wyoming tomorrow. Holy crap. Mickey, I actually told Paige that too. I said, you know you're famous, right? Yeah, I told her that exact thing. Zay, that's all. They don't put any of that in there. Prime doesn't provide any of the interior stuff like fridges and all that. That's all on you. You have to buy all that and put it in. That's for sure. You gotta buy all that. Notice that I only practice my maneuvers about 2 or 3 hours a day for 2 days before test. That's about right, Noah. I think that's about what I do with my students. 2 to 4 hours a day for 2 days before I test them out. I'm gonna get it. Will, I must have missed it. Oh, how long do you practice maneuver at prime? Yeah, Will, I did it for like, for like 2 to 4 hours a day for 2 days. And then I usually test my students. So the Walmart in Springfield, Missouri, by the terminal, the one closer to the terminal, down there on Kearney, it now has the fridge with the separate freezer in it that fits in the Freightliner. And the new Freightliners, not the old ones. But it now has the fridge with the separate freezer for $179 plus tax. And 90, Will. Straight back, offset, parallel 90. Bo, I really don't know the answer. David H was saying, 1,000 on average was probably pretty close to what he was doing. I'm going to switch from flatbed to reefer. No, that's probably a good choice. I seen you in one of the Facebook groups talking with some people about that. There's a guy in one of the Facebook groups. He's a tanker driver, and he's like made no money this year at all, hardly. And he's having a really rough year. He's in the tanker division, and they're just not making the money like they're making on the reefer side, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. It just all depends, and like, so flatbed freight will pick up as we go into summer. At least it usually does. Guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. But yeah, usually it'll go up. Flatbed freight goes up and rates go up in the summer because all your building materials are moving. So hopefully it gets a little better for them guys. We'll just have to see. Yeah, no, it can be tough up there, tarpon. It can be tough. Yeah, Alan, I seen that. I got a memo on that today. I got a message on that today. So now if a student fails, it'll be 2 days before they can test again. Yeah, Mickey, he's just been running really hard, and he ran some of them secret loads. So he hasn't really been on much. So anytime you see me or Chad disappear like that for a couple days, we're usually on some loads we can't talk about. But I did talk to him today, and he is alive and well. Yeah, Valken, that's really good. Holy crap. That's freaking really, really good. Hey, Valken, can I ask you a question? Are you running 65 or do you run 58, or how fast do you run? I'm just curious. A blind load for you? No, I mean, we know what it is. Well, we know we're picking up, we know we're delivering, but yeah, sometimes it is blind. Sometimes we don't know what's in the box. Alkin's been doing 65, okay. I was just curious about that. You have to redo TNT, I heard. What do you mean? Did you go somewhere else to get your license? Tanner, it just depends. If you're switching to reefer division, that's the easiest switch. Well, switching to reefers, not really. If you're going to join reefer division, I think you just take a reefer class. That's it. They show you how to work the reefer. That's it. If you are in reefer and you are changing to flatbed or tanker, you have to, no matter how much experience you got, you have to go out with a driver for some miles and learn how to work the equipment, tarp load, stuff like that. Phil, we're in California. We are in California. Tony pick up Falcon accounts. Well, Falcon's problem is they lost their biggest account at the cruise plant up in Ohio. That's what hurt Falcon so bad. Hey Zay, it depends on how long he was solo. No, I don't mind at all, Kenneth. I actually did a review of it. I actually made a video of it. What's going on, Bobby? I made a review of it, Ken. It's the Aegis Legend. And I got the mod, the Falcon tank, 4 batteries, a battery charger, and 2 bottles of juice. And I want to say all of it together was like, it was $208 the first day, and then I went back the next day and bought the other 2 batteries and another bottle of juice, and I think that was another like $40-something, so probably like $250 altogether. Yeah, Phil, we did it 2 days, yeah. Yeah, Falcon, it's got extra coil in the box, and I'm going to buy some more when I go back to Springfield. Hey Zay, I don't know. I just started doing it. Yeah, Bobby. I haven't had a cigarette since Sunday morning. There are no cigarettes on my truck anywhere. They're all gone. They all got smoked up.
Oh yeah.
This is the first one that I bought or that I have owned, because Kyle sent me one that I didn't pay for. But this is the first one that I've had that I'm to the point where I don't want to have a cigarette while I'm using it. I get enough. I get enough of a draw off of it to where I feel like I'm smoking. If that makes sense to you. I mean, for smokers, it probably makes sense. But Kyle sent me the Twister, and I was using it, and I liked it. But there's some things I didn't like about it. I mean, so I started looking at the other mods, and I was like, you know what, if I could, as much as I'm enjoying that one, if I could find one that I really like that gives me the full draw feeling in my inside out, then, you know, I'm going to try it, and this does. It does. Let me go back up. Oh yeah, yeah. Flatbed, yeah. Flatbed's good if you're gonna go. There's a lot of companies that hire, especially specialized flatbed, like hauling oversized or hauling glass, stuff like that. Specialized flatbed pays big money in this country. Correct, guys. I mean, look, I've told you, I've been real honest with everybody. A lot of people come to Prime, man, they get their CDLs, they get their 1-year experience, and then they move on to the company that's the fit for them. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Dan, I am going to run solo. My son is graduating, and so I need to go to a graduation party on June 1st. So I will be solo for a little bit. Kenneth, the mod itself is not bad. The mod itself is like $99, same as I paid for the smog that I had. But I paid another $37 for the tank. The batteries, because this one has the separate batteries, they were 12 bucks a piece, and I bought 4 of them. So I mean, that's $50 of it right there. And then I bought the battery charger, which can charge all 4 at the same time. That was another $34. This juice. So I got this one here, but this ain't what I'm vaping right now. This is a cotton candy, hard candy, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good, but that's not the one I'm using right now. Right now I'm using this one. It's Dead Presidents. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Your favorite fruit cereal crispy treat. And this is really good. I really like this one. So, and I bought these 2 bottles. When I bought the vape, you can see this one is filled to right. Let me get the right. This one is still filled to right here. So that's how high that one is. And this one's almost completely full still. So I've hardly used any in these first couple days. So they're lasting a pretty long time. Yeah, it is a good thing to quit. Yeah, Valken, those are nice loads down in Kennesaw. Jeremy, I guess that depends on who you ask. I will tell you, I feel better vaping. All that shit is coming out of my lungs right now. Big time. Bobby. Noah Brown's halfway. He's, what did you say, 15.6. As of right now, he's 15.6, and we're going to go to Florida. So that's another 2,500. Yeah, Valken, this is a really good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
that was the shit.
So Brown will be over 18,000 when we get to Florida. Yeah, I have quite a bit of juice because I also have the watermelon. I have all the watermelon juice that Kyle sent me. So I have these 2 bottles of watermelon right here. So I don't think I'll have to buy juice for a while, but I will need to buy coils. Cubs are leading 1-0. Yeah, at Prime, Will, it's just one-on-one unless you take night classes. It's just one-on-one. Sure, Nebraska. You going to PA with it? You said to West. West Texas? Yeah, Zay. CDL prep. CDL prep, CDL prep, CDL prep. Fuck the Yankees. Yeah, Will, that's a problem. Now, our night classes are kind of like that, though. I'll be honest with you. But like when I have a student and I take them on the pad, they get 2 straight hours of just them in my truck backing up doing maneuvers. Yeah, Kyle, I'll find out. I don't even know what kind it takes. I'll have to look. I'm sure it tells me in the box. Get away from the flavor juices. That seems to be giving people popcorn lung. I did a lot of looking up on popcorn lung. I couldn't find a whole lot about it. Joyce is going well. We are in California. So we are in Ontario. Brown's sitting up here. He's in the passenger seat now. He's watching TV or something.
Yeah, the Predator.
He's watching the Predator movie. We're just kind of bored. We're just kind of bored waiting until tomorrow to pick our load up. The chemicals in the flavoring, do they have a tobacco flavor? I'm sure they have a tobacco flavor. I'm sure they do. They had it. They used to have it when it was blue. Joyce, it'll be there on the 20th. Technically, my truck is there. I did not see it when I was there, but I did get a text message from somebody who would just happen to be over at Stripes and stuff, and the decals for my truck, the layout was sitting there, the blueprint for it was sitting on the counter, and they took a picture of it and sent it to me. Oh yeah, I've been there, Bobby. I've been to that Cargill and Schuler. Ron, what kind of vape were you using? Because I know those cigarette types were doing that. James, I do not have a hazmat endorsement. However, Prime does require it now, I think, for new drivers coming in. But I do not have it. I found there was no value in it doing what I do here at Prime. So if I ever left Prime and went to a company where holding a hazmat added actual value to having it, then I would probably get it back. I had it a long time ago, but then I would probably get it back. But until then, I just see no value in it. Guys, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's the sun's going down and we are facing west, and that's kind of the issue. Yeah, I will. I'll look it up. What's going on, Mike? Cajun, you about got a whoop then, don't you? It's about over. You know, my biggest question, heavy metal, would be the number of people who are getting sick with the bronchial, whatever it's called, compared to people that were getting sick with, you know, similar bronchial, you know, diseases, lung problems and stuff with regular cigarettes. Are the numbers going down? Are they going, you know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Look, it's unhealthy for us, period, right? I don't care if you're smoking cigarettes, smoking vape. It's not right for you because it's not natural, okay? But the question is, are the numbers in illnesses going, are they different between the two? That's what I would be really curious about. And vaping is fairly new, right? I mean, really, this kind of vaping is fairly new the last couple of years, so that really they don't really have a pool really to draw people out and find out, in my opinion, yet. Yeah, Cajun, you're almost there. Straight back is easy. Straight back's one of the hardest backs to teach people. Yeah. I'll just be honest with you. Kyle, that's a good job. That's a good job. Heck yeah. That's what I'm saying. At Prime, it just doesn't, I don't think it pays well enough at Prime for the headache. That's just my opinion. For me. I could be wrong on that. There could be people hauling some pretty high value hazmat loads. I don't know. I'm going to be coughing a little bit, guys. This stuff is really coming up out of my lungs. 30 years of smoking is catching up with me now that I've stopped and it's been a couple days. There's a lot of prime trucks out here. Where that's Big Dirty over there. There's a 2017 purple prime over there. There's another prime over there. They told me they don't do a lot of hazmat. Yeah, they don't. I don't think they do. Yeah, Rail, you did. Y'all, if y'all see all the smoke screen happening here, that's Brown. He's got a, which one do you got?
Drag.
He's got the Vupu drag. And he puts on a smoke screen when he, when he hits that thing. He like really kicks out some. I haven't smoked since Sunday morning cigarettes, Rail. Show you around what, outside? I mean, I'll turn the camera around. You can see them at the Petro. There's a purple prime truck right there. Oh, that truck's in, you can see the prime trailer there. There's a purple one there coming out of the fuel island. There's another prime trainer just beyond that truck, or yeah, beyond those two. That gray one right there, past those two white ones, that's another prime trainer. There's a Landstar. Ain't a whole lot to see out here. That's what I said. Oh, it is still early out here. It's 5:30. Ooh, look at that lighting. It's terrible now. See if I can get that thing adjusted a little. Yeah, it's 5:30, so it is. It's still a little bit early. No, David had both, Noah. He had Big Dirty and Little Dirty. They were both purple. David started in a condo, and then he changed to a lightweight for the extra 5 cents a mile. And they were both purple. Yeah, Brian, she, like right after I started mine, I got an alert saying she was live. Like I started my live and then boom, it popped up that Harmony was live. Say I have a lot plugged into mine. I've got a refrigerator, a microwave, a TV, a PlayStation, a DirecTV box, my phone charger back there. That's all plugged into my inverter. I bought a strip. I bought a surge protector. Yeah, Will, most companies don't have APUs because they don't want to deal with them. It's not cost efficient for the company. Yeah, Zay, I use an extension cord. Should be out walking today. I'll be honest with you, Phil, I'm tired. I drove all night. I went to sleep for about an hour this morning. Got back up. When Brown got to the customer or to the drop yard, went over to delivery. I went back to sleep for maybe another hour while we got unloaded. No, they can't idle their truck. They have that optimized idle. The truck turns on and off on its own. And if it messes up in the summer, you'll cook inside that truck. Trust me, I remember. Because it happened to me many times. No, Brian is still in the box. I'm going to put it in the Peterbilt. I'm going to put it in the Peterbilt. I haven't even pulled it out yet. 30, Noah. 80 and 30. 80 and 30. It was 90 and 20. Now it's 80 and 30. Yeah, like John's saying, tanker division gets to idle because there are pumps. Because they gotta run those pumps to get those tankers empty. So they probably don't even have an idle shutoff on them. They'll probably just sit there and idle nonstop. Yeah, guys, I'm really enjoying this thing. I mean, like, really, really enjoying it. Let's see if I can. So those of you that are curious about it, this is it right here. And then here's the Horizon Falcon tank I bought.
See if it came with another coil in there, guys.
That's what I'm going to look right now, see if there's any more coil. Judy is deflated and under the bed, Alan. So here's what I'm going to do, guys.
No, don't say it on there.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
No, they don't know.
Oh, okay. No, okay, we'll keep it a secret.
They don't know. Who watches the video?
That's right, that's right. I can't tell you all. Tell you all another time. I have plans. I have plans.
It's a good one, too.
Here's my Alpha tank still in the package. I didn't even open it.
You guys could have used 2 load rods. I've got brand new ones, $10.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Someone's selling load rods for $10. I would bet you my extra coil. Wait a minute. I don't know. Did I get a coil inside of my Falcon tank? So I did not get any extra coils then inside the Falcon tank.
Yeah, there should be coils in there.
Because does the coil, Kyle, does the coil match the tank or the mod? Oh, hell yeah, John, you know they're stolen. You know damn well they're stolen. Still smells brand new, man. If you had to open that, all you smell is brand new. There's something right here in this box. Now this is a charger. Why did I get a charger? Why did I get a charger when my mod doesn't have a port? I don't understand.
Because you can charge it both ways.
Oh, can I charge it that way too?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Or that's what's up here. Is that a plug-in up here? Oh, I don't even know. I don't even see a plug-in for a... I don't even see a way to charge it like that. How you doing, Jeff? Oh, I can charge it somehow? Oh. So wait a minute. So, so Kyle, I'm gonna have to stop somewhere and buy coils for the tank, for this Falcon tank. Uh-oh, that could be trouble because I didn't get no extras. Unless they're in the bottom of this or something. Oh, there is something in the bottom of this. How do I get into it, I wonder? Ah, yeah.
Bam.
I got one for sure. I got one extra coil. And I got something else in here too. What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's extra seals and stuff. Okay. See, guys, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing half the time. A damn mess. I done made a mess of it. Okay, Kyle. I'm gonna look at it. You get it out. That's that. If I can get this thing back together. Oh, well, I'm just gonna shove it down in here. Alright. Shoot, like I can see that. Alright, Cameron, have a good night, buddy. The Cubs, yeah, they're up 1-0, correct. Pack of 5 coils. Is Judy's sister in the box? Yeah, Judy's sister's here. You probably some extra coils around. Oh yeah, there are some numbers on this. It says best to run between 70 and 80 watts. It says M2 0.16Q 70 to 80 watts. Master Tech. That's all it says on it. That's what it looks like. If it'll focus in, I doubt it'll focus in on it. And the lighting tonight just kind of sucks. Lighting tonight kind of sucks. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, like I said, I literally logged in and got an alert on Harmony, like right as I logged in. I even said something about it as I logged in. Am I going blind? I may or may not be needing glasses soon. I do see that being in my future someday. I still passed right now. I can still pass the eye test right now. Yeah, no, there's a couple of them there, but they haven't got them yet. Those are, I think those are a power-only company that's bringing those in. I think there's a power-only company coming to Prime that's bringing in KWs. They're nothing to do with Prime itself. Oh, well, you know what? The lighting in here doesn't help today. They're not that pale. They're not as pale. But it's just the lighting somewhat. Somewhat. They are a little pale. But some of it is just lighting. Some of it. They're pale and they're small. See? I don't have guns. They're small. I gotta push it up against me. If I push it up against my body, push out the arm. There you go. Now it looks like I got an arm. Yeah, I'm thick, man. How's Stefan doing? No, he's had a couple issues out there, equipment issues. So he had some trailer issues first couple weeks. He had a Qualcomm issue this week, but as far as I know, he's doing all right. As far as I know. Didn't hear nothing about Mini Judy on the grill? Yeah, that's right, BB guns. That's right, they're my BB guns. Prime did post an update on the Volvos on their Facebook page, though, on the Prime Facebook page. And I read it, and what I gather from it, my interpretation of everything they said is they're not impressed by them. Hell no, Will, I'm working. I don't drink no beer when I'm on the road. The only time you see me have a beer is if I'm at the terminal and I'm shut down, you know. Yeah, Volvos are heavy, and it's the turnaround time, guys. Right? Freightliner service centers are open 24/7, 365, right? Volvos, not so much. There's a lot of Volvo shops that are open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that's it. What's going on, Latimer? And no, he didn't even buy them. I think they were leased on a deal through Volvo as a trial run. They are liking the new Internationals, yes. They are liking the new Internationals. Yes, they're having some with some issues, but overall they're getting the issues fixed quickly and getting them back on the road. And the fuel mileage, the fuel economy is really good in them. Phil, the plan is this. The truck will be ready on the 20th. I have 14 days after the day they call to pick it up. Brown has 14,400 miles left as of today. So our goal is to get him completely done and then head to Springfield for him to upgrade, me to pick up the Peterbilt. That's the goal. That's what we're working on right now. And then I've got to go to my son's graduation, his high school graduation. So I will probably not be back to the yard for 20 days. I'm going to say the 27th or 28th. That's my guess. Is I'll be back to the yard 27th to 28th to pick up the Peterbilt. Saying it has to be a prime inspection on prime brake. Correct, Noah. All right, big dog. Correct, Noah. Yes. There are certain spec rules. Certain spec rules I probably want you to follow. Hey Rita, I'm at the Petro in Ontario. Miss Rita's in TNT right now too. Brian, the Pete's have the Packard motor in them, and I'm not sure the horsepower in it. I know I hear they pull great. We'll find out. We'll see how they do. I'll just be honest with you guys. I'm going to get in that Pete, and I'll know within 2 months whether or not what I think of it, like honestly think of it. And if I really don't like it, I will just instantly turn around and order a Freightliner, and I'll just pay for it and just be done with it and go back to a Freightliner. I'll make it very simple. I'll just eat the money. No, I had a Volvo with a Cummins, man. My fuel mileage was suck ass. I used to run 55 miles an hour in that thing, and I was lucky to get 6 miles an hour. Or 6 miles an hour, 6 miles to the gallon. Zay, I would say you'd want to come in with a couple $100 extra in your pocket. That's just my personal opinion. You're picking up going to Iowa, Rita? We pick up tomorrow in Vernon and go to Florida. Going on, Trucker's Life? The 17. Well, yeah, the 17 Pete's are terrible. So one thing nice about the 2020 Pete's is they do have the 13 speed, right? So they got 12 up and 1 in reverse. So there's a 13 speed transmission versus the 10. One of the fuel mileage issue was the 10 speed transmission. It doesn't get as good as fuel mileage. So like that 18 that John's got, he probably got a 10 speed in it. The 2020s have the, I believe it's basically the same transmission that's in the Freightliners. I mean, I know it's 13 speed. I mean, I know they used to on the high-low end. No, I don't know if it still does because you just put it in reverse and go backwards. I guess it might shift. I don't go fast enough in reverse to find out. 10,000 more, Rita. You're almost done. You're almost done. It won't be long, and Rita will be done. Matthew, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm a driver, but I mean, I don't have any. I mean, I get my freight. I mean, I know the tanker division's having some freight issues from what I hear. I don't drive in that division. I can only go off what I hear. How long does it take to do 15,000 miles of TNT? Zay, I would say 3 to 3.5 weeks right now. Another 19,000 on 250,000 miles total so far. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, I got a prime. I had 189 on the last truck. So 189, 289, 296. I'm at about 346 here at Prime, roughly. That's odometer miles though, 346,000 odometer miles. Zay, I mean, it could in a perfect world, but it usually takes between 7 and 8 weeks. I'll just be honest. No, but I have them. I mean, how do you guys want me to post them? How can I post them for you? I did get your message on that, but I was trying to figure out. I guess I could post it on Instagram. I guess I could do it on Instagram. Guys, a lot. I mean, all of these companies have a lot of, you know, fender benders, we'll call them, minor accidents with students, whether it be the big yellow poles or fences or, you know, whatever it be. This company is crazy. My Instagram is Crazy Bags. Might be crazy. Is it Crazy Bags 357 or Crazy Bag? Let me look. Let me pull it up. Crazy Bags 357. I'm looking at it. Crazy Bags 357. Yeah, or send me an email, man. Send me an email, crazybags357@gmail.com, and I will forward the list to you that I got from the fitness department. We could do it that way if you want it. Brian, it depends. In heavy traffic, after a while, it does get a little rocky at times. But just like cruising down the highway or just starting out your day, not a lot of gear shifting, it's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. There we go again with the one donut and a cup of black coffee. Read it. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. There's another driver here, Goldilocks. She gets that crap all the time. She gets that crap all the time. Yeah, regenning. Yeah, I don't miss regenning. So, like, KLM trucks, they have to regen all the, they used to have to regen all the time because they used to idle. They don't know more. Now they got that Opti idle shit in it. Correct, Dad's Adventure. Yes, that is my Gmail account. That is my Gmail account. But CrazyBags357 is my Instagram. But the @gmail.com is if you want to send me an email. Donuts cause cancer. Only the powdered ones. Only the powdered ones. And only in California. Oxygen causes cancer. So, hey, Pound, I just got your, I just got your stuff. And now I will, alright, let me save your contact. Let me see if I can go in here and find this. Hey Webb, I'll send it to you from my personal email. So you're gonna get it, and I think it'll say Crazy Bags on it. I think I have it listed as Crazy Bags, but it'll be from my personal email, but I will send it to you. I just gotta go in here and find it. I just gotta find it. Let's see, Planet Fitness. See if I can get it to come up. There it is, I found it. Forward. I hope I remember this right. Hey, Pound, was it with the numbers on that 743? I remember everything else, but is it 743? I think it was. I think that's right. I think that's the right email. Okay, yeah, it should be on its way. Yeah, Zay, I got an automatic. I've got an automatic. This guy's just trying to get out, having a hard time even getting out of here, guys. It's tight in this parking lot. It's extremely tight. What is the second best company? Kenneth's asking me. Kenneth, I would say my personal opinion, from what I know, as far as training to get your license and all that, would be, I don't know if I can say it right because I've never really looked into it to know, but is it Millis? M-I-L-L-I-S, I think is how you spell it. Oxygen causes cancer. Anything that makes us happy. Yeah, Dan. Oh yeah, I've got over 1 million miles shifting gears, buddy. I can grind with the best of them. And sometimes when I'm sleepy, I can really grind with the best of them. All right, Bobby, have a good night. Bobby's out there tearing the pavement up, guys. He had a huge week last week. Yeah, you can take, Zay, you can take the test in automatic, but you get the automatic restriction on your license. To take, okay, do you have a printout spreadsheet that you get new drivers to take with them of suggestions on their own once they upgrade? No, I do not, James, but that's a really good idea. I know recently the Junior put out a link to like a checklist. That comes tidy back up, guys. We have automated manuals. There you go. And my hair looks nice today. It's because I had it cut. I had it cut at the yard. The lady who normally cuts my hair is leaving. She's actually going into the PSD program, believe it or not. But Sonny is going into the PSD program, and so Kelsey's been cutting my hair, and she did a pretty good job on it. You're not taking a Greyhound ever again? I don't blame you, Will. You're gonna die for something. Judy cut my hair. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, Judy cut my hair. Oh, Judy. It was funny too because a lot of people saw that. A lot of people saw that, the Judy thing. That was pretty funny. Let me see if I can, see if I can even look it up on this one. Guys Adventure, I'll take care of that shortly. There's a little more, I gotta switch back and forth, that's why. What are you eating tonight? Tonight I had like 6 chicken wings, corn, and some mashed potatoes and gravy. I already ate. Yeah, Judy's underneath the bunk. Oh yeah, William Wisdom always ain't taking the Greyhound. It's good wisdom to pass on. Stay away from the damn Greyhound if you get the opportunity. For real. What's going on, Quidditch? How are you, buddy? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Dan, I always wanted to pee. I wanted to pee when I come here, and there was none available. And then I ordered this Freightliner, and they don't have the leaf springs in it no more. So it's kind of a rough ride for teams, in my opinion. Yeah, I have a microwave. Michael, it's underneath the bed. I already took it out in that one video, blew it up, dressed it. The whole thing. Walk the rest of the way. Yeah, some companies will rent you a car. It just depends on the company. Alan, Judy was not that kind of lady. Thank goodness. Thank goodness nobody sent me that kind of doll. The dolls that I got were not anatomically correct. Okay? Just so everybody understands, thank goodness. They were not anatomically correct. They were not for fun. They were just novelty for jokes and laughs. Thank God. Yeah, visibility's pretty crappy up there. Don't look it up, the sky. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, Kenneth, I already know what it is. Oh, I can't believe he'd even consider that. Did he look it up? I have to know, did someone convince him to look that up and Google that? Because if y'all got David to Google that, I've got to go back and rewatch that live. I have to. I'll have to. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to go back and watch that live. If it's still there, you probably deleted it knowing David. That's terrible. Can't believe y'all would do that to him. Yeah, I bet you he was not happy. I guarantee you he was not a happy camper. No, I'm not even gonna repeat it. Just scroll up a little bit and you'll see it. That would have popped up by now. There you go. Dad said it out there. I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm not gonna verbalize it, but there it is. But I did go to Applebee's guys, and I met Paige. Yeah, I went over to Applebee's with Junior and a couple other guys, and I guess there was a lady there too. She was upgrading or something. No, she was going from company to lease or something. But yeah, we were all there, and it was the night before Cinco de Mayo, so Junior was playing all kinds of Latino festive music on the jukebox at Applebee's, and it was prom night. So Applebee's was packed. She's a pretty gal, Alan, that's for sure.
Can't get out that way.
No, I did not get hammered. I had 2 beers at Applebee's and walked back to my truck at campus and went to bed. I had two beers and went to bed. Walked back to my truck and went to bed.
You didn't my shoes back?
Yeah. There's some guy backing up all the way down the street.
He can't get out that way.
That way? Why?
That's the second truck. That's twice.
Wow, the trucks are having to back out of here.
Yeah, they can't get out that way.
This is going to be tight on this one because there was another truck coming. Oh shit, I hope he sees him. Oh, he sees him. Ooh, that was kind of tight. Look at this. He's having to back all the way out. And there's trucks coming behind him. I'm sure y'all see the Schneider truck there. There goes a Werner. He's trying to get out of here and he can't even back up. But I guess the end of this, at the end of this path right here, you can't get out. They've got it blocked or something. I guess he's going to go ahead and get out of here the other way. At least it looks like he is, because he went on down the road. What's going on, Jason? Oh, I had beer. Straight up, I walked there. I walked there and I walked back. I drank beer. Yeah, this Petro, man, the side we're on for some reason is really tight right here. Because Brown was saying that second truck to try to back out of here. The first one had to back out of here. It's pretty crazy though. I'm just hoping none of my neighbors leave tonight. And I don't have to worry about someone trying to squeeze in beside me. Yeah, I'm in Ontario at the Petro. I'm at the Petro, not the TA. We dropped our load. We were a day and a half early. So we dropped our load at the yard, picked up a local delivery to Costco, delivered it today at noon. And now we're sitting here till morning and picking up over here in East LA and going to Florida. Zay, we have a lot of good trainers here. No one's perfect. We all do it in a different way. You know, we just try to do the best we can, I guess. I do both. I do TNT and PSD. So I learn stuff new with every student. You know, I try to do things different with every student. Try to learn from what maybe I missed, some of the stuff I missed with the student before them. No, that has to do with the split axle on the flatbeds because they're all the way back. Oh, you got a load of yams. What's going on, Prince? Yeah, it's been a little bit. It has been a little bit. Flowers in the future? That is a real possibility. That's the first thing Brown said. When I said, yeah, we're going to take this sled to Sarasota, he goes, man, I hope we don't get no effing flowers. The first thing he said. Man, I hope we don't get no effing flowers. I said, well, that depends. You know, he says that now. But if they send us a 3,000-mile load to Washington of flowers, he's going to be happy as hell because that's 3,000 miles just running nonstop. Talking to the TNT manager in the morning. Wow, what's the matter, KDS? You changing again? See, they're all they're driver unload. Yeah, William, they're driver unload. You gotta go back there and unload them. They're on the floor. All right, Will, go ahead. What's your question, Will? I'm watching. Probably already asked it. Oh, the covers over the axle seals. What do you mean, what's the cover for? It covers them up, man. Keeps them from leaking. I'm in reefer division. Yeah, well, orange juice, that big 85 cents a mile orange juice plus surcharge usually comes out to about $1.07 or $1.08 a mile. Oh, the cloth covers, that's supposed to be for fuel mileage. Yeah, I mean, they do it for aerodynamics for the fuel mileage, and then other people add different ones for looks. So it just all depends. Yeah, Brian, I can turn down any load I want. And actually, my fleet manager will ask me in advance if I want the flower load. He'll say, hey, do you want flowers? Remember, you have to unload them. So he'll ask me, that's the first thing he'll ask me, is if I want them. He won't force me to take them. So he'll ask me if I want to do it or not. They're out of Miami and out of Pearson, Florida, Ian. My fleet manager told me that me upgrading isn't important after I'm done training. The probability of the truck is. So my trainer told me to email the TNT manager. The upgrading isn't important. The probability of the truck is. Meaning, are you trying to say profitability? Maybe that's what he's saying. I'm at the Petro, Philip. I have not hauled the watermelons. I hauled strawberries out of there and tomatoes. Both of them up to Jersey last year, but never watermelons. Garage to learn the flower game. Yeah, Zay, that's the only one that I have. The only other load I've ever touched at Prime is I took a load of chicken out of Tyson and Wilkesboro. It had 4 stops on it, and one of the stops was at the Pentagon. And I had to unload one pallet that had like 12 boxes on it. So they escorted me back there, stood there. They gave me a hand pallet jack. I jacked it up. I drug it off the truck 20 feet, dropped it. They escorted me back out to the office area, closed the door behind me, signed my paperwork, and sent me on my way. That's the only other thing I've ever unloaded here at Prime. Now someone's trying to get in a spot that the other guy could barely get out of. Now someone's trying to get into it. Yeah, I think it means profitability, Bobby. Yeah. Yeah, Jason, I can see that. Yep. How do I still eat meat after going? Because steak is yummy. Steak is delicious. You cook it how you want it. You throw a little A1 on it and salt, and you eat it. That's how. I don't think this guy's going to make it. Man, this is tight. We're just going to have a show tonight, aren't we? People backing. So you can see right here, he's backing. He's like right here up in our grill, too. He's trying to back into a spot a few spots over. He's got 2 people out there spotting for him. So nobody think that I'm just sitting here not helping him when he needs help. He's got 2 people spotting for him. I'd imagine one of them is one of the guys in the trucks beside where he's parking. We're going to hope he doesn't hit shit. With 2 people spotting him, you would think he would get away with not hitting anything. Worst case scenario, he just can't get in the spot, but nothing gets hurt. So here's one guy. There's one guy helping him right here. And he's got another one behind him. You know, Brown got out. Brown may be out there. Brown may be the guy at the other end of the trailer. I didn't notice. It's just a really tight situation. Yeah, it's really tight. You can see. I think he's good. I think he's in there now. The other guy took him 3 spotters to get out of that spot. Yeah, Dad, what's that tell you about ESPN, right? It's reverted to having cornhole matches on the air. Yes, Josh, I still have that mount. That's the same mount that I use. He's still working on getting in there. Yeah, Taco, they are. They're really tight. I think this guy's got it. I think he's got this one. Like I said, it took like three spotters to get him the last guy out of that spot. Taco, I don't know. So to my left, the interstate is behind me, okay? And exactly to my left, oh, here comes Brown now. Exactly to my left is the shop and the fuel island. To my left. No, I think these two trucks beside me on each side, I think they're here for the long haul. Oh, the video for the installation. I did not make a video on it. Yeah, see, that's a good load. We're heading from Cali. We're in Ontario. And we're going to Sarasota, Florida, and it pays 40. Let me see what it pays. I don't want to lie to you. Let me look exactly what it pays. 49.07. That's my cut. That's after Prime takes theirs. I think he might get it. I mean, he's been safe every time, so he's doing a good job. He's doing a hell of a job. Yeah, see, that's what's nice about FedEx is they don't waste shit. Correct, that's gross. That's the gross pay of the load. And these, keep in mind, guys, these loads are on team trucks. All right, they're done. He's in the spot. These loads we're discussing right now are on team trucks. So, you know, these are like 2-day loads, 2 to 3 day loads. So that really helps with the revenue if you can do it in 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? Compared to a solo. But even if I was solo, $5,000 in a week, I'd be okay with that. Yeah, 5 days. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. 5 days, $4,500. No problem at all. I would take those all day long. When I was solo, I shot for $4,500 a week minimum. Some weeks I only got 42, but 45 was kind of my number that I like to get, because if I could get 4,500 in revenue running 58 miles an hour. I could make $2,000. FedEx day cab hauling doubles. No, Prime does not haul doubles or triples. Yeah, Prime doesn't haul doubles or triples. He's still ain't exactly in that spot, but he's close. But he's close. Correct, Zay. Yeah, I could take home 2,000 before taxes, and my taxes on that would probably be like 380. So I'd take home like 1,620 after taxes. I personally would not do tanker, no. Especially after hearing some of the horror stories here at Prime about tanker and the lack of revenue in tanker. But that's just me. Will, you don't. You don't. You just don't. The small doubles and triples are okay. You just try to find pull-through spots. But if you look at these guys that are hauling doubles or triples down the highway, most of them are in day cabs, and they're on the turnpikes. And the smaller doubles and triples are team runs, and they never have to park. My roommate went tanker, he's still at home waiting for a TNT trainer. Exactly, Seether. And how many miles do you got left? He hasn't even started, and Seether's about done, I think. And Seether even had some added for a ticket. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to fix this right lighting. That lighting is killing me tonight. I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. What's going on, Dirt Farmer? I mean, I suppose I could fix it probably by closing this up. See if that helped. No, not really. It doesn't really help, does it? Oh, right there it does. Yeah, that helped a little bit. If I open this, it's going to ruin it, ain't it? Well, that helped a little bit right there, I think. Help me more, though, if I do that. A little bit better. So let's see, they're saying, what's Seether what I do? What I do? I don't know what Seether's talking about. I may know what Seether's talking about. It may come to my mind what he could be talking about, because I know sometimes the video is a little bit behind the chat, or the chat's a little bit behind the video. So Seether didn't get no tickets. Who the hell got the ticket and got the miles added? Does anybody remember? Someone got a ticket, got some miles added. Yeah, Will, cat scales cost. Seether, somebody was just talking last week, they got, oh, Stuber Uber. Stuber Uber got miles added for a ticket. That's what it was. Stuber Uber got miles added. No, Stuber Uber got a ticket for an illegal U-turn. All right, Phil, have a good night. Yeah, Stuber Uber. Yeah, Stuber Uber got a mile or two added on there. Yeah, he got a little bit added onto his. Never make a U-turn. I know, Noah. They make y'all, don't they make y'all sign a piece of paper stating you'll never make a U-turn, you'll never sleep on the top bunk when the vehicle is in motion? I know they did with my first student. He told me they did. Dude, I'll just be honest with you. My first student was gung-ho, man. I mean, like, by the book. Like, he slept in the fishnet every night. Oh, you saw me over there waiting on my trailer? Yeah, that was on Sunday. Yeah, it had to have been Sunday, Taco. How you doing, Mac? Hey, Will, I pay for cat scales. They make you acknowledge it in the CBT. Maybe that's what he was referring to. He took a CBT, had to sign a piece of paper at the end or something. But yeah, he told me he slept in the fishnet every night or every day when I was driving. He was back there sleeping. I mean, I don't go in the back when my students are sleeping, so they sleep in the fishnet. That's on them. They do what they want. So as far as I'm concerned, all my students sleep in the net. Well, I would tell you 2 weeks ago we had a flatbed get rolled and the trainer almost died. He had to be airlifted to the hospital. Had to have multiple surgeries. And this was just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. It was a flatbed truck. Middle of the day, clear weather. Student just took a ramp too hard. Rolled truck over. Yeah, he had to be airlifted out. He had to be airlifted out, JDS. I don't know who you're referring to, Jason. I know of the one. I'm sure there's others. I'm sure there are others. I just know that one because they've talked about it on Facebook a few times. And there's some photos. There's a photo of his truck rolled over and of the Air Flight helicopter in the background in the field. Yeah, you talking about in California, Seether? That shit was backed up 12 miles this morning. Oh, is that what happened? No, I know the pictures I saw were during the day. Like the sun was out and everything. And the weather looked clear. I think Seether might be talking about that truck fire. That was yeah. There was a truck fire on 40. And it was backed up 12 miles this morning when we came in. They had the highway completely shut down. They weren't even emergency lane people around it. They just had it completely shut down, and it was backed up forever. I'm glad I was going the other way. You were stuck for an hour and a half, yeah. I believe it. Tomorrow, Brown will drive us out of here. So Brown will drive us to the pickup tomorrow. We'll pick up the load over in East LA and Vernon, and then we'll start heading down 10. So we'll take 10 all the way across to 75 in Florida and then go down. Yeah, no, that was a while back, that Prime trailer. There was also a, California causes cancer. Oh, Brown will get his rest. Brown always gets his rest. He's good. He got a lot of rest last night. Maybe not. He may not slept the whole time, but he was in sleep for 12, 13 hours, so he got rest. Max, it kind of depends on what you're doing. I mean, if your parking brakes are pulled, right, you're not driving, I would be off duty if I'm just sitting in the driver's seat, screwing off on my phone with my brakes pulled. All right, Cedar, have a good night. Todd, I have not heard anything recently. I will be in Springfield for Brown Upgrade in approximately 3 weeks. When I get there, I may run up and talk to recruiting. I may go up and see Dustin or Andrew Mueller and find out if we have any word on that. Just have to wait and see. But as of right now, I have nothing new on the Florida, Georgia, California, and students out of Washington situation. As far as I know, it's all still frozen. It's how a lot of people do. I mean, there's another subscriber who just moved to Arizona. Like they packed up and moved. No, they moved to Texas. They packed up and moved to Texas. I mean, hey Noah, the one I saw, I couldn't tell what it was. It was burnt. By the time I got there, it was like burned down to the frame. The fire department was there, and it was burned down to the frame. There was a truck up north in the northeast last week that burned to the ground. The trailer did. And the driver was getting a tire alert for like an hour and just ignored it. And that one burned. But the one today out here in Cali, I don't know what it was. Ian, I agree. I do miss that. I absolutely miss that manual change to drive. Because I used it a lot. Because you could always protect your 30-minute break that way. And there was a lot of things you could do. And they got rid of it. But I mean, it ain't going to matter soon because they're going to get rid of the 30-minute break. 30-minute break's out. It's gone.
Good, because it sucks.
Yeah. Someone said the date earlier. No, I think it's in June sometime. They're going to get rid of it.
It messes your time up.
Yeah. Well, Kurt, what's Kurt got? 27,183 miles to go, Kurt. Keep pounding the pavement. Keep nailing it, man. 27,183 to go for Kurt. Oh, it's going to be after Blitz Week, Noah? I just know it's coming up. Yeah, I should probably take Blitz Week off. That's what I usually do. I usually go home during Blitz Week. Blitz Week sucks. Your chance of getting stopped tremendously increases that week. I don't think I've ever been stopped during one, but I just get paranoid. I'm like, man, I'd just rather stay home. Now look, my truck will pass. There's no doubt in my mind, my truck will pass any kind of level 1 inspection. There's no worries. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Ian. I haven't been stopped during Blitz Week either. I've been stopped and had level 1s done, but never during Blitz Week. Now I say that this will be the year, right? I'll get three level 1s. Yeah, it's in June. Yeah, because Prime runs newer equipment and it's usually good. Correct, Noah. Newer equipment, it's usually good. Beginning of June, yeah, it's always beginning of June. I'm gonna have to open this up and open the window. Brown's smoking us out in here. This whole cab's filling up with vape. The whole thing. It's all blowing out my window now. Yeah, it's always in the beginning of June. It's the Aegeus Legend. I think it's how you say it. I hope I'm saying that right, guys. That's the one I bought. I actually did a review on it. I've got a video on it, a review video on my channel. I bought this one at Vapor World by Walmart on Kearney out there by Prime. That's where I went. Here's the actual receipt from it, guys. I can actually show you. So everything on this receipt was 208. If you can read it. I don't know if you can or not. This thing drives me crazy sometimes with its focus feature. But it's 208. The juice was 1949. The Falcon tank was 29.44. The mod kit was 88.34. This is after CDL discount. And then the charger was 31.34, and the 2 batteries was 24.68. So it came out to 208.94, and basically the discount was $15.65. The tax was $15.66. So basically the discount paid the tax. So it was 208.95. is what I ended up paying. And I like it. And this one here, the wattage goes all the way up to 200. What wattage are you running yours at?
60 now.
Yeah, he's running his at 60. I'm running at 70.
I go like 35, and then I get tired of it.
I've been running mine at 70. My coils actually say to run between 70 and 80. Yeah, no, I don't know how that works. That was a good one there. I turned it up to 75. That was a pretty good little hit on it. Once I get all this crap out of my lungs from 30 years of smoking cigarettes, I'll be able to do some big vape clouds probably. I could have bought 3 cartons of cigarettes. Dad's a venture, you are correct. Chris, yeah, it's like a heavier draw, like a heavier pull on it. It's a bigger hit, basically. It's basically a bigger hit. Like, I just turned it up and opened. I'm probably going to cough my lungs out. I'm going to try to hit it really big. Cough first. Like I say, guys, I can feel all this crap coming up. That's at 75 with the airflow wide open. And yes, you get more smoke out of it that way, yeah. You get more vape cloud out of it. So like if you run it up to 200, I can only imagine, man. I bet you I can just fill this whole truck up. I know like the guys who do the smoke tricks and all that shit, they run theirs at like 200. Noah, first you got to get used to sleeping with that thing. First you got to get used to sleeping with the CPAP, and then you'll get a good night's sleep. Well, Jeff, technically I am on vaping. Let's say, so you got pre-employment through Werner and Schneider. I mean, Schneider's decent. And Millis, yes. Millis Transfer, they're the other, that's the good one. Yeah, I hear Millis is good because I think they pay $650 a week during training. But if he's looking for something close to home, Schneider's got a lot of local stuff for different areas. Oh, Heavy Metal's at Millis. You like it over there? I hear it's pretty good. It's awesome, yeah. Paid for all miles driven in training. Yeah, I heard their training pay is pretty good. I mean, Prime does Southeast Regional. I think there's a waiting list, but they have a Southeast Regional here at Prime. I've considered getting on it a couple times. The thing about Northeast and Southeast Regional is, like, if you're Southeast Regional, I would think in order to make money, you're gonna have to go into Florida twice every week. I think if you're on Southeast Regional and you get 2 loads into Florida every week, you can probably make your money on Southeast Regional here. If you're a lease driver. All I know is those machines are expensive. Yeah, Heavy Metal, that's a big deal. You know, I've told everybody about my experience at KOLM. As far as like how I was treated there, I have no complaints. No complaints about how I was treated there. They just didn't have the money. They just didn't have the money there. I did not make what I'm making here. And now I have some different things going on in my head, so Prime works for me. Because if y'all watched my live the other night with Junior, you know, I set my own personal goal is to have 2 trucks by this time next year. It may take me 2 years to do that, though, from what my understanding is. I'll probably do 2 years and then pay the money to have the Peterbilt changed over to a Ace lease. Oh, Heavy Metal, that's good money over there as a student. That's real good money. $1,000 to $1,300 a week? Heck yeah. That's good money, man, as a student. Brown's getting $700 a week over here before taxes.
Hurting.
I'll tell you.
I mean, a hurt lot.
He's hurting. Because he was making more than that before he came here.
A lot more. Less work, a lot less work.
But yes, for those of you who are still wondering about that vape, I love this thing. This is probably the best purchase I've made in a long time. This and the Nikes I bought for walking. Because yes, I did buy a pair of Nikes for walking when I was at the terminal. So I got a pair of running shoes and I got a vape. Those are 2 important things when I was there. John's saying ain't gonna make much money going company, you'll get shorter runs, Brown.
Say what?
He said you'll get shorter runs.
When?
If you're a company, that's what somebody's saying.
So you won't get no money?
That's what he's saying. He's saying ain't gonna make much more going company, you'll get shorter runs.
That don't sound good.
I just pulled the receipt out for everything I got with the mod itself was like $88 for the mod itself. But I bought the Falcon tank so it doesn't leak. All right, so I bought the better tank for leak issues, and then I bought extra batteries and a battery charger. So I ended up spending $208. But I have not smoked a cigarette since Sunday, and I've had no desire to smoke a cigarette since Sunday. Jason, they treated me good. They treated me good. I just did not make enough money there. I would run 3,000 miles a week, hard, like 70 miles an hour, trucking, man, in order to get the miles in. And I would take home between 11 and 1,300. Because, you know, they have their truck payments it's like $570 now, I think, or $580, somebody told me. They take out 10 cents a mile for a maintenance fund. So if you run 3,000 miles a week, that's $300 a week they take out for maintenance. They take out a penny for fuel tax. All right, so that's another 30 bucks. That'd be $330 on 3,000 miles. Add that, so now you're at basically 900. Okay, and then I had insurances were another 100 and something, right? So it came out to like well over $1,000 a week for my truck, which is the same thing I'm paying here, except I'm paying an extra $75 for an APU. I'll just be honest with you, my fixed costs are about the same. Even though the truck payment there is like $500 less a week, the fixed costs in the end came out to about the same for me. It might be a couple $100 more here at Prime if you add up everything, but I didn't have the Epic View satellite system over there. I didn't have the tax service, so I have some other things here I didn't have there. That's why it's a little different. Depending on the ticket, yes, they can. Correct. Gotta have the 14,000 down. Well, mine won't be 14,000 though, Noah, because they take 1,000 off for every year you've been leasing the truck at Success Leasing. So, like if I went in there today, it would be 12,000, because I've been with Success Leasing over 2 years. I don't think toll tickets matter, to be honest with you. I don't know. Depends, I guess. Depends on if it's one of the ones you got sent in the mail, or if you got pulled over for running a toll booth. I'd say that might play into it. So if I drive the Peterbilt for 2 years, my down payment would be 10 grand to switch it over to an ACE lease instead of 14. There you go, Noah. There you go. Hey, that's what Junior did. That's what Junior did. Junior finished the lease, took the end of lease money, and bought the white truck as an ACE lease from Pedigree from the used trucks. Had like 300,000 miles on it when he bought it. It's supposed to be here the 20th, but I probably won't pick it up till like the 27th or 28th. Because that's when brown should be done. And so I'll go in and kill a bunch of birds with one stone. We got a pretty prime truck here in front of us. Looks like a trainer truck. Oh, it is pretty too. I think it's a female's truck. It's got purple roses on it. Let's take a peek at it. Maybe. Yeah, it's got purple roses on it. Yeah, there's a couple women in it. And it's got a Highway Diamond sticker on it. Y'all see it right there, the Highway Diamond next to the MIA sticker? Or next to the iSurge sticker, that's what that was. There's an iSurge sticker on it. I thought it was an MIA sticker. No, it's an iSurge sticker. No, that's what Junior was saying. I did not have to do that with mine, so I don't know. But that's what Junior was saying. That's right. Hey, see, Heavy Metal's right, man. Everybody's different. Everybody fits in somewhere different. Yeah, everybody fits in somewhere different, man. And a lot of it has to do with their freight lanes, where they run most of their freight. No one fits a CR. Well, I think Will fits a CR England because that's where he's at. Will is at CR England. That is where Will is. I was really hoping to sing the Go Cubs Go song tonight, but it's 2-2 still. Will's a hostage. Will's trapped in the third bunk of a truck somewhere. They shoved him up there, closed the curtain, and removed the ladder. Yeah, Will's gonna be up where you even got on TNT, right? Well, I don't know. Will still has to do the TNT part of it. He'll test out Tuesday, but then he's got to go out training, like drive training, right, Will? Noah's gonna switch to reefer. Back to the wall. Is that sort of like don't drop the soap? Same kind of thought? Supposed to go, but I'm out of here, yeah. I'm going to check my logbooks, guys. I didn't even think about where I was. I'm going to check Brown's, too. All right, Brown's in the sleeper. See where I'm at. I'm going to go off duty since I'm sitting up front. Because we have no intentions of going anywhere tonight. We don't even have a pickup time yet for our load. The customer had already left today, and sales couldn't get a hold of them to get a pickup time. So they told us they'll let us know sometime after 7 a.m. when we can go pick it up. No, what do you mean he didn't run legal? So 80 a day, so 560. Noah, that is not uncommon. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go into details on that, but I will just tell you that's not uncommon, buddy. That's much more common than you realized. It really depends on the day. really like getting this thing at 75. I'm gonna crank it up to 80, guys. See how it does. See if I can handle 80 yet. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. I'll be up here hacking up a lung, dying up here in the seat. Y'all gonna see Brown over here giving me CPR. I don't know, I just turned it up to 80. We're about to find out. I'm about to give it a good hit. I'm gonna cough first just to get it out of my system. From Savannah, Georgia. How you doing, Debbie? I'm not gonna puke. I've been hitting this thing for days now. I started on this on Friday, but I was still smoking some cigarettes on Friday and Saturday and on Sunday morning. But I have not had a cigarette since Sunday morning. Here's somebody with a comment about no kissing the trainer. That hit pretty good. That's a pretty good one. I think I can handle it now. It just takes some getting used to. Davy's out there tearing up the highway. Yeah, guys, if I would have known how much I would have liked this, I would have been vaping months ago when this thing came out. I just would have. And I will tell you, maybe it's psychological. I don't know. Maybe it's psychological. But I feel like 10 times better in the last couple days than I ever did smoking. I mean, I drove 630 something miles last night, I think. I'll tell you exactly what I drove. 626 miles exactly last night, and I had no issues. I stopped, took a 90-minute nap, and had no issues. John, it kind of depends on the load. So I have loads, John, where I do 65, and I have loads where I do 58. I tell my students to go as fast as they're comfortable with, but I really want them to do 58 at least. You know, as long as the speed limit allows for it. California, they can do 55. You know, if the speed limit's under 58, do the speed limit. All right? If the speed limit's 70, 75, whatever, I want you doing 58 or more, whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Oh yeah, I bet you do pass them all day long. We only run, even maxed out, we only run 65. Yeah, even maxed out, we're only running 65, so. You know, it's 7 o'clock here now. So it's already 10 o'clock on the East Coast. There's Clorox. Was I on 90? I think he's asking if I was on I-95 last week. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, I got an overspeed alert the other day, guys. First time ever for me. But I looked down and I was doing 77. Was I on 95 last week? I'll tell you when I was on 95. I was on 95 recently, Clorox, but I'll tell you when. It was not last week. It was, I would have been on 95 on April 17th. April 17th, I was up and down 95 a little bit. So that would have been 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah, know what? Yeah, I have had the over RPM warning. I have. It happens. So guys, I found my resistance bands. I fooled with them a little bit yesterday. But I did go ahead and pull the resistance bands out. I found them while I was in Springfield. I had them in the truck. So, start messing with these a little bit more when Brown's driving. These are pretty good. You get some good, good little workout in with them. You're gonna get a trap truck now if I go lease. There you go, Noah. I use a Jake. I'll even use a Jake in the snow, and I'll use a Jake in the ice. But I don't just drop it into 3 and let it go and then let that trailer swing around. I mean, you got to be pretty precise with what you do. But I will use it to slow me down. I've actually got a video of me going up a snow-covered mountain. I had to go back down the other side, and I used a Jake on it. I do try to avoid the snow when I can. You can't always avoid it. Can't always avoid it. Sometimes you just have no choice. Smart at. Yeah, Andy, that's true. Get your, you go lease, you're gonna pick your truck. Someone's gonna get this truck eventually. This truck will be on the market same time Brown upgrades. That'd be pretty crazy if he got it as a company truck. Because it will have 175,000 miles on it, probably 173 or something when we take it back. Nice too, so. Nice. Truck stop in Ohio, 300 miles in. Freightliner, live unload tomorrow. When will Prime use the automatic simulator? They already have them, Clorox. They're already using simulators. They already switched them to automatics. Or are you talking about the actual trucks? Cody, it's been okay. It's been fairly consistent. Like when I came to California today, I knew I was dropping a day early. I knew I was going to have to run a local. And I also knew that there was a very good possibility I wouldn't load out until tomorrow. And that's exactly what happened. So John's in a manual. He's training in a manual, I think is what he's getting at. Now I think David H is testing John out tomorrow. I'm not sure though. He was on earlier today. I did not catch it. I was taking a nap. But I think he's testing out John tomorrow. I do believe. Well, heavy metal, they do not have, I don't think there's people walking, or, oh, there are people on the shoulder. Yeah, you could. I mean, you could crash into people and run people over, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, John, low range is quick, man. I mean, boom, you're I always started in third, and the minute my foot is off the clutch, I just running the RPMs up, and then I'm floating to fourth, fifth, and then going all the way up. So Alan's saying John and him are both going to test out tomorrow. They do have a low bridge that people crash into sometimes as well in the simulator. They have some low weight bridges people go over sometimes. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens on those simulators. You know, and it's like I tell my students, man, when you guys are driving down the road, if something comes out in front of your truck and it's not human, don't even think about trying to avoid it. All right? Yes, that may be somebody's pet. That may be somebody's favorite dog, and there's going to be some kid heartbroken. Okay? Or there's going to be some cat lady heartbroken because you run over one of her cats. But do not roll this truck and put your life at risk over somebody else's irresponsibility of taking care of their pet. Okay? If someone's cat or dog runs out in front of you, or a coyote or a deer, you smash it. You hit it just straight on. You knock the hell out of it. You know? You just run it over. All right, John. No, Clorox, you'll actually fail if you try to avoid it and wreck the truck. Well, that's true, Noah. That's a decision every person has to make for themselves. Okay? If I have a human being out in front of me and I can possibly avoid them, I will attempt to. But I'm not going to run a family off the road beside me to avoid someone in the road. Okay? It's situational. But when it comes to animals, it's not even situational. You just hit the damn thing. You know, you just hit it. I've hit coyotes, rabbits, got a raccoon like a week ago. I got a raccoon. And birds galore. I kill more birds. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're just attracted to the red or what, but I hear them bouncing off the roof and everything else all the time. Yes, Clorox, I've hit all that in real life out here on the road. I've hit a deer, I've hit a coyote, I've hit a couple coyotes. I've killed possums, raccoons, rabbits, snakes, turtles. Heavy Metal's got his, he knows right where he was. Possums are dumb as shit. I kill them all the time. Yeah, oh yeah, bugs. I got a deer good though. I mean, I really killed a deer once. I was at KLM, it messed my truck up bad. I was in the shop for a long time. Like 8 days. Yeah, right, Zach? There you go. Zach's right. I've killed dogs, unfortunately. So, Chad Rich will tell you. I called Chad Rich one day. He called me a fucking snowflake over it. I called him up, man. I was like, dude, I feel so bad. I just killed some kid's dog, man. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, I was on this 2-lane. I said, I seen this puppy, this boxer puppy, man. And it was right in the driveway. And I kept saying to myself, man, do not run out in the road. Do not run out in the road. And sure enough, I got there and he come right out in front of me. And you know, there was cars coming the other direction. There's nothing I could do. And he's between the wheels on the truck. but I heard his head bang something and he yelps, and then he tried to run out from underneath the truck instead of staying put. And when he did, the trailer tires got him, and he like exploded like I run over a watermelon. And I felt so damn bad about it. I mean, it was bad. Like, it just blew him wide open all over the road right in front of the house. You got a turkey flying in your truck? Yeah, it's turkey season right now. Should take a dump in every state. I've probably done that. The other dog that comes to mind off the top of my head that was a pet that I know, I was going down to Houston on 59. I was between Texarkana and Houston. I was in Atlanta, Texas. And there was these kids and they were running across 59, and this dog, his pit bull, was chasing them. He had a chain hanging up from him. I don't know if he was their pet and he broke free or he was chasing them. He ran right out in front of me, man. And I hit him with the right front fender, and he went flying back onto the sidewalk. And I don't know if he killed him or knocked him out, but he was just laying on the sidewalk when I drove by. You know, I kept going. Big Al, it could be me. Unfortunately. One of my wife's cats got killed a couple months back. And we were living right on a main drag. We were living on Highway 11. We were living on Highway 11E, for those of you familiar with East Tennessee and the foothills of the Smokies. We were living on 11E in Rutledge. And one of her cats got killed, and she was all sad about it. And I'm like, I told you, you know, it's a major freaking highway, you know. They're going to get killed. You know, if you let them damn cats out, they're going to get killed. That's just reality. People are not going to swerve and have an accident to avoid an animal nowadays. And if they do, they need to get help up here, because I would not risk my life or my family's life to avoid somebody's pet that they're being irresponsible with. That's that's the facts. So I do have a little bit of news for you all. We have moved. We are no longer living in Tennessee as of right now. So I still have a permanent address there. But we are you're in Selma. Hey, everybody knows about Selma. Y'all, that lady made y'all famous. She done pulled out a shotgun and shot her preacher husband in the back. Selma will always be known to, especially to people who live in Tennessee. Yeah, he already knew what I was going to say. Selma will always be known. This pastor's wife pulled out a shotgun and killed her husband. Said he was abusing her. She got away with it. Was he abusing her? Who knows? There was no police reports filed prior to that. If he was abusing her, well, he probably got what he wanted, but what he deserved. Cats don't count. No, Clorox, we moved back to Florida, where I grew up. So my wife signed the papers and got the keys to the house on Friday. No, yes, Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. So we are in Florida. I grew up in Florida. I moved to Tennessee when I was 18 years old. And now we are back in Florida. Thank you. Yep, I grew up in Florida. I grew up in St. Petersburg. I still have family there. I have 2 sisters in the area. My father's still there. So I know people have asked me about the move, when we were going to move, because I talked about moving to Springfield. But due to tax reasons, like over 7,000 of them would have been last year, we decided not to move to Missouri. I just couldn't see losing another $7,000 a year in taxes to live in Missouri. Florida's a different kind of cat, man. It really is. Florida's a kind of different world. And if you grew up there, you understand it. It's really a different way of life. And to be honest with you, it's not a bad one either. Bags, are you qualified to drive a U-Haul? Yeah, I can drive a U-Haul. Why? Well, it just depends on what part of Florida you're in, but like one thing I missed about Florida, like when I was living in Tennessee, is in Florida when I grew up as a kid, man, like when I started getting to middle school, man, I could just get a bus pass, like in the summer, and I could jump on city buses and go all over anywhere I wanted. I'd go to the beach, I'd go to the malls, you know, I could get over to Tampa. There's a lot of things you could do. You know, I didn't have those, you know, those options aren't available in Tennessee. Look for a Qualcomm. Dad's Adventure, yeah, we are. That is where we're at. So Noah said he had 47 people. That means 8 people didn't show up. 8 people decided, some of them might have either failed their P-test or not made it to their P-test in time. It's kind of a different world this year with only doing 55 students a week. Yeah, you would think trainers would be coming pretty quick, but correct, it does not have 4 seasons, Cajun. You are correct. You are correct. It has summer, and then for about 6 weeks a year it has fall, and that's it. And usually fall in Florida doesn't come till about January and lasts till Valentine's Day, and then it's over. Baseball goes. Oh, love bug season. Yeah, that's true. There's love bug seasons. All right, Heavy Metal. Have a good night, man. Yeah, safe travels to you too. So Heavy went to Millis to do his trading. It's 50 and you freeze your balls off, yeah. I'm hoping to get home. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm hoping we're going to Sarasota on this load. I'm hoping to get it early enough that we can haul ass. I can be home on Friday and spend a little time with my boy. We'll see how it goes, but that kind of is my goal. All right, Debbie, have a good night. Yeah, it's about time to turn some lights on in here, ain't it? It's about time to get a little lighting going. Deliver a boat. All right, James, have a good night. Have a good night, sir. Cubs game is still 2-2. Of course, Alan, yeah. I mean, Clorox, I'll be a prime when I turn 21. You know, Clorox, I don't know. I mean, they all have training at them. Salt Lake City's going to be a real nice facility if they ever get it built. Hopefully they'll have that done next year. They are working on it. Someone just sent me a friend's request on Facebook. Get that confirmed. Someone honking. I don't know who. No, it says Springfield. I don't know. I didn't train here, guys. I'm a trainer, but I didn't train here. So I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between all of them. I'll just be honest with you. Not real sure. Yeah, you would think so. So Tulsa kept the car all week. Tulsa, the shuttles aren't bad. Because the first couple days, you're just going to be right at campus. Everything's done right at campus. Yeah, Pittston is tough for parking. Like, I try not to utilize the Pittston terminal when I'm up there unless I've got to get my truck looked at. Alan, he might. I don't know. He tells me, whenever I go home, I tell him, you know, I'll get in the bed and he'll come push on me and I'll say, no, this is daddy's spot. And he said, no, baby spot. And I'm like, no, it's not either. You just borrow it when I'm not home. He definitely thinks my side of the bed is his. I don't even know who it was. They stopped right in front of us and blew the horn. It wasn't even a prime truck. But whoever it was, they like stopped right in front of us and blew the horn at us, and then they kept going. So maybe a subscriber. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's a handful. So I did get a little peek. How many people we got in here? We got 35. Y'all want to get a little peek of the dinosaur, what it looked like when they changed it? Remember I told y'all the dinosaur on the hood's going to be puzzle pieces? I got a picture of it. Hold on, guys. I gotta try to do this without sharing some secret information. Let me screen it and then cut it. So give me a second. Give me a second so I can screen it and cut some stuff out of it. All right. There it is. Added the finished product right there, what it's going to look like when they put it on the hood. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then you can see the truck. There's the front of the truck. It's got the puzzle pieces down instead of pinstriping. And then, let me get back out. I'll show you all the rest of it too. Got to do a little cropping on it, guys, that's all. And then down here it's going to have YouTube and subscribe to my channel logo and all that down there. So. Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of a kind. Yeah, he's going to love that, guys. He's going to love that. Yeah, he's really going to like that when I bring that one home, he's really going to like it. Sorry, I had to crop all the pictures. Junior actually found that for me. He saw that when he was in Springfield, and so I had to crop his phone number out of it. So I didn't want to put Junior Honduras's phone number on YouTube. So that's why I had to crop the picture, guys, and change it up a little bit. Yes, it's going to be the same Seminole Red as Big Red is. It's the exact same color truck as Big Red. Same paint scheme. But we went totally, I went totally different with the decals. So it already has a truck number on it and everything. So the truck is there. The truck is there. The truck's in Springfield. It has arrived. It's probably at the Peterbilt dealership. Would be my guess. It just has to be picked up, took over there, and get the decals put on it. I do have a name for it, but I want to get in the truck. I want to sit in it. I want to feel it and make sure that the name fits. But I do have a name. I do have a name picked out. I do. Hoping the Cubs can come back and win this freaking game. It's in a commercial right now. Yeah, Alan, I looked for it when I was there too. Like I said, I think it's probably at Peterbilt dealership. Yeah, I keep saying it though, a Petership. Yeah, I think it's at the Peterbilt dealership. I hope it rides like a boat. Because this one rides like a lumber wagon. It don't ride worth a shit. I'll just be honest with you. Yeah, Clorox, there's so much more to this job than people realize before they get into trucking. So many people come into trucking thinking, oh, all I got to do is learn how to drive the truck. So much more to it than that. There's routing and fuel stops and dealing with customers and just all the safety issues and the pre-trips and the, learning how to maybe fix some of the smaller issues on the road like mud flaps or stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to be dealt with. They're in a Landstar. I didn't check the truck though. No, it's a blue truck. Yeah, these Freightliners ride rough. Yeah. Yeah, all the laws you got to follow, right, John? Hours of service regulations. There's so much more to trucking than driving the truck. Look, if all trucking was driving a truck down the highway and delivering a load, there'd be a lot more people that stay in trucking. Okay, that's the reality of it. So a lot of people get into trucking thinking that's what it is, and then when they realize there's so much more shit, they're like, no, I'm out. Sorry. This is not what I thought it was. I'm gone. Yeah, the driving's the easy part. It's all the other crap you got to learn and deal with on a daily basis. You know I've said it, Chad Rich has said it, some other people have said it in the video. Trucking is a lifestyle. You know, it's much more than a career. It's a lifestyle. You know, Brown learned that. Brown learned that his first couple weeks out here. He said, man, this is not what I expected. Tulsa, you are correct. It's exactly the conversation me and Junior had the other night. How you doing, Troy? That's exactly the conversation me and Junior had the other night. Exactly the one. Junior was like, man, that truck's been good to you. He said, I watched your videos, man. He said, that truck's been very good to you. He said, I hope you don't get in that Pete. You spend so much time in the shop for 3 months, you're like, hell, that Freightliner was the best ride I ever had, even though it knocked me all over the floor. Doing all right, man. Crack this window back down. It might get noisy for a minute. Me and Brown got it really vaped out in here. We got a big old vape cloud going on right in the cab here. Between the two of us, we're vaping it out. I should have went for a walk tonight and I didn't. Partly because I don't like this area. It's not terrible around here, but this truck stop is so busy, there's so much traffic. If I was gonna walk, I'd have to walk out of the truck stop and go walking up and down the streets here in Ontario. Yeah, Noah, they will be. Yeah, they will be, Noah. At least for this year. At least for this year they will be. See, Brown's got it rough right now, guys, because I have my air fryer in here, my electric skillet, I got all kinds of shit in here for the Peterbilt that's just like in here in the boxes. So like, first thing we did when we stopped today, he got up top, he had to move shit around and stack it places, get it off the bed. But it only takes 5 minutes, or a few minutes, so it's not too bad. Mr. Brown, a good cook? I don't know. Eats a lot of protein stuff. Eats like a lot of tuna, fruit, stuff like that. Like even tonight he got a bunch. He went in and got a meal and he ate like all the chicken and he ate some of the potatoes and a little bit of the vegetables, but not a lot. Right there, Tulsa. Yeah, Angel, I'm getting the Ultra Loft. Yeah, I'm getting the Ultra Loft. Knee baby, I'm in Ontario, California. No, we're not yet. We microwave stuff, if you want to call that cooking. My wife calls that cooking, so I guess it's cooking, right? My wife would tell you she's a great cook in the microwave. And yes, Angel, like I said, I am getting the ultra loft. I'm getting a Seminole red one. And I have been waiting since before Christmas. It's been a long wait, guys. I had to 5 months. It's the bands, but you can take them off and leave just one, and you can use it as a jump rope. If that makes sense to you. So the bands are all individual right here, and you can take off 2 of them and have it down to just one and use it as a jump rope. That's one of the things that was advertised on the packages for it. You just use the one band, the one black band, and it's for that. No, it's still in the box, Dads. It's still in the box. It's up here. Oh. No, it's up there. See it? That's the air fryer right there. So it's still in the box. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. Use all of them as a jump rope. Hey, Alan, I'm putting an 1800 watt in the Peterbilt. But I have heard that I need to put, for that air fryer, I need to put an 1800 watt in. They have one, they had it on the shelf at Walmart in Springfield, and it was like a 1250, and it would go in, it works on these 15s. I've seen the fridge in the VNL. Yeah, I have not seen the fridge in the Volvo. No, I have not. Jesse, I stay away a lot. I do. When I do go home, I go home for like long periods of time. So like when I go home for 8 or 9 days, 10 days. Three cans of pop and it's full. That's not good. Now I did buy the factory fridge in the Peterbilt, so I'm gonna have to buy a separate freezer for it. Any other things I might dislike about the Freightliner other than the way it rides? I dislike the fact that there's no charging ports in the bed area, in the sleeper area, at all. So like there's nowhere to plug a phone into, like a USB outlet. There's nothing back there. There's no lighter outlets. There's no USB outlets. Nothing back there in the sleeper berth. And I even got like the extra lighting package and all that, and still nothing back there. So I really dislike that. They took away a lot of storage in the new Freightliner. So the storage capacity for like your clothes and stuff is a lot less in the new Freightliners versus the old Freightliners. So that's another thing I don't like. The closet. You know, one of the big selling points on the Peterbilt is the closet, right? The Peterbilt, the closet in the new Peterbilt, you can hang a 2X shirt and it doesn't drag the floor. Well, I have 1X shirts, and they're like, that much of it's like folded up on the floor. There's like no room. There's no room for clothes. I mean, there's no room to put shit. Look, if you go home every week and you can live on 3 or 4 outfits a week, there's plenty of room in this truck, okay? But as an over-the-road truck driver who's gone from home for 3 weeks at a time, 4 weeks at a time, which most of you will be, you'll be doing laundry like every 5 or 6 days, or you'll find ways to cram shit in the cabinets. So the 77-inch sleeper's got a huge fridge. Yeah, Noah, yes, correct. Correct, Noah. When I go home, and CL saying the same thing, when I go home, I don't expect to collect a check for 2 weeks. All right? All I'm trying to do is get enough revenue coming in and enough revenue when I get out to break even for 2 weeks, because I'm going to be home for 9-10 days. At least you get an extra cup holder. You talking about that freaking thermos holder on the toe buster? I wonder if he's talking about the toe buster down here on the ground. It's getting all foggy in here like we're at a concert or in a haunted house somewhere. And I'm not even hitting my vape. That's all from his. That's all from his. Ain't nothing but a toe buster. That's all that thing is a damn toe buster. I'll show it to you. Brown had some tuna down there. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, right on the floor, right here, it's a thermos holder. And it ain't nothing more than a toe buster. That's all that thing does. Bust the shit out your toes. I'll tell you, my problem hasn't even been my toes. It's my heel. Every now and then I'll catch the corner of that thing with my heel of my foot. Holy crap, man. I'll get big bruises on the heels of my feet hitting that thing. It drives me crazy. So Chad Rich goes to detail and has his removed. So like his isn't even in his truck. He has it removed. He has the damn thing taken out at the detail shop. So Brown, what shocked you most about trucking?
Parking.
Parking. Yeah, sometimes the inability to find parking out here. He was really shocked about that. He didn't realize how difficult it can be to get parking out here at night, in the evenings and stuff.
Crazy.
You would think as many trucks are on the road, the industry would be prepared for everybody to sleep, right? We have hours of service regulations. By law, we are required to rest. We are required to sleep, right? We have to take a 10-hour break, and they want 8 hours of that in the sleeper berth of that 10, right? But yeah, you pull into truck stops at 9:30 at night, and you can't find no damn parking anywhere. Now look, we're a team truck right now. I explained that to him. You know, when he's solo, he's got to plan differently. Because we're a team truck, we can always keep moving. We don't have to park. All right, well, once we get a load, we can drive all the way to wherever the hell we got to go. And, well, Corbett, in the wintertime, it's 4 o'clock. I'll be honest with you, in the summertime, which right now is starting to stretch out, by the second week in June, third week in June, it's 8 p.m. No, Alan. No, Brown's here to do his 1 year, and he's got his own plans. He's been real upfront and honest about it. You know? Yeah, I probably need to do that. Jesse must be behind in the video. Jesse must be behind. Yeah, Jesse must be back behind in the video. He must just be now be seeing the decals. I mean, yeah, I probably should do some parking videos. Guys, TNT sucks to make videos. I'll just be honest with you, it does. Because like this morning, I drove 628 miles or whatever it was. All I want to do is sleep, right? I just want to be in the bed with my eyes closed, dreaming about, you know, sheep and sugar plums and all the other stuff to help me sleep. I'm not worried about making, you know, YouTube videos at that point. After a long night like that. You know, I started my day at exit 102 in New Mexico, and I drove to Barstow, California. So I did 102 miles in New Mexico. I did all of Arizona, and then Judy, even Judy, Troy, that's cool too. Whatever helps me sleep. And then I drove from the California line out to Barstow. Okay, you know, I have the pilot gave away free Monster drinks. I got them in the fridge. I don't even drink them. I got them because they were free. I got a Java one in there and just a regular Monster in there. I don't even drink them. I did drink them at one point in my life. I drank them with when Cedric was on the truck. All right, Noah, get some rest. Yeah, get some good rest so you pass that physical in the morning. Now, I drank Monsters when Cedric was on the truck. I think I drank some at the beginning of Stefan's TNT. I don't drink them with Brown. But part of that, I think, is because I've been exercising. I feel better. I'm more prepared to take on my night driving now. Ever since I started walking, doing some exercise, changing what I eat, mainly ever since I quit pounding all that sugar in my body. I have one in there. No, if we see each other, remind me, I'll give it to you. You can have it. You can have it if I run into you. Guys, I still have regular Mountain Dew on the truck I need to get rid of. So if any of y'all drink regular Mountain Dew and I run into you, say something to me. I'll give you a 6-pack of it. So I'm saying my truck's full of shit. I gotta get some stuff out of here. I need to get some stuff out of here. Today is buy one get one free Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew 20 ounce. So I bought a couple 20 ounces today. Cubs game is going into the 9th, tied 2-2. Really needed in the win today. They lost yesterday. Bad loss too. Bad loss. Give up 3 runs in the top of the 9th and then lose by 1. Bad situation. Right, Cajun? Cajun's right too. A lot of weight in here. Yeah, CL I am. I've been wearing my Cubs shirts this year. And of course I got my handy dandy hat ready, right? I have the hat ready. Sell the Dew from truck to truck. You know what I should do? You know, like when you see them guys with their signs, like on the corners, I should just hand them 6-packs out. Here's a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. You know? Give them their 6-pack of Mountain Dew. That's what I need. I need to put on the rally cap. Put on the rally cap. There we go. Now we're ready. Now let's see if we can get some runs scored and win this damn ball game. It's in a commercial right now. No, that right now it's tied. All right. If they need to score a run to tie the game, then I will turn it inside out. If they are losing, I will turn it inside out as a rally cap. Fuck them White Sox. Yeah, do the whole inside out. Man, I don't want to turn this thing inside out. It's like brand new. I got it for Christmas. Let's see if it's even the bottom of the 9th, though.
Before we get into our highlights, we'll take a commercial timeout, 10 seconds for station ID on the Brewers Radio Network.
Oh, that's the Brewers game. Where the hell's the Cubs game at tonight?
Brewer Update on this weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on Sirius.
Usually this is the Cubs game.
157. Back-to-back strikeouts.
There it is.
Check in this tie game in the 9th inning. And Neil Walker is the batter. Excellent breaking ball there by Cishek.
So the Marlins are batting in the top of the ninth. The game is tied at 2-2. Cishek's pitching. He's got 2 strikeouts. There's 2 outs, nobody on. 1 more out. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth and hope the Cubs can just squeak out a run in the bottom of the ninth and win the game. And life will be all good. Now I give up a hit. I got to be careful though. I can't just play it. Can't just play the game non-stop because then I'll get in trouble. But we can peek in on it every now and then. But I have to talk over it to make it original. I've kind of learned all the little crap things I have to do. Just like if you take, so say I was going to do a Game of Thrones review, I could use clips from the episode, but they can't be longer than just like a few seconds, and then you have to talk over them. On that, on my TV, yeah, from East LA, man. So Jason, I have a 36-inch flat screen back there, and I have a DirecTV with HBO on it, and I have a DVR box. All right, Cajun, get some rest. That's right, That's right, man. Get some rest, be safe, be smart, be successful, Cajun. I'm gonna sit here and listen to this ball game now. All right, here we go, the bottom of the ninth. Cubs can win it. All they gotta do is score a run, right? Just 1 run. 42 in this Freightliner, Troy. I know people that have a 42-inch that fit back there in that window. Hey, Will, were you talking to me? Was Will saying something? I had an itch, Will. I'm hoping they win this damn game right here in the bottom of the ninth. Especially after losing yesterday. The Mets. M-E-T-S, Mets, Mets, Mets. Y'all get ready because if they win, I'm gonna sing for y'all. Y'all gonna hear me break out in song. And I do know it. Yes, Will, that is a plan. Travis, I paid $24 a week, I think. Oh, I am, Troy. I am. I'm gonna bust out in song. Y'all gonna hear me singing. Soon I'm gonna get the guitar. Y'all wanna see me back there playing the guitar? Be like you damn kids, I'll be over there on the old TikTok. Yeah, Travis, they just bill me. Yeah, they just bill me. They just take it right out of my settlement. The only bad thing about the satellite thing, in my opinion, is the initial setup fee. Because it ends up being like $365 freaking dollars. They charge you a $200 setup fee because they'll give you a TV too. Now that's my TV. Ball, okay, so 3 balls to the first batter. That's right, Alan. That's right. Alan knows the song. I'm ready. I'm ready to sing it. Right here, live on YouTube. Look, people are already leaving. We're down to 28 people. They're already scared. They're like, oh, hell no.
That's up and in, ball 4, lead off walk.
So lead off walk. Correct, Travis, yeah. Because they charge you $200 startup fee to put everything in, and they will put a TV in there. They own the TV, but they put it in. And then they charge you $165 labor for putting it in. That, you know, it's funny, Will, because I'm actually going to put the locking caps on the Peterbilt. Yeah, I'm actually going to put the locking fuel caps on the Peterbilt. They sell them at the company store.
Big gap in right center field. You split the gap in right center, it can't be open. That's why it's in summer, you can't have 1 and 1.
I want to listen to it, but I want to violate no copyright rules. So every now and then I got to turn it down. And I can turn it up, and now I just got to talk over it a little bit and see what happens. See, Corbett's watching it. You order your dome light, yeah, for the P. What do you mean my dome light? I think Will's fucking with me, guys. I think he's trying to make it funny. Maybe. Come on, they gotta score a run here, guys. We gotta get this shit over with. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. No, I have not, but they sell them at Walmart, but I can order them on Amazon. I may do that this week. And get that ready. Yeah, I'm gonna get them and run them around there. I saw a truck the other day that had them underneath it too. You can't do it while you're driving, but like parked at the yard or something, it looked really freaking cool. It was a blue one. It was on one of the Facebook groups. That thing looked awesome. It was a Freightliner. They have blue lights everywhere. It might be. I don't know. I guess I could watch it because I do have it. I have the baseball app, but it's on the phone that I'm live on YouTube on. So that's kind of out of the question at the moment. So what I should be doing though is watching it. In the wheel hub area too, Will? I haven't seen that yet. Come on, we just need one run. Yeah, Travis, is pretty cool looking, ain't it? Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I need to plug in this other charger. Should be another charger here somewhere. There it is. Because this other phone's about to die. Good night, Troy. Two men on. Got hit by the pitch. So, you know what? I guess the answer to the question, Corbett, is yes, he was trying to put his arm into that pitch. Will I do? I don't know if it's on though, is it? Let me go back. Let me grab the remote, guys. I actually have, I'll turn you all this way so I'm on the camera at least. I actually have the sports package, but I gotta flip through the channels and see if it's on. Gotta get to the baseball stuff first. Let's see if it's on here. it says nope, nope, nope. It says blacked out. It says currently blacked out. Might be on this one though. Nope, blacked out. Let's check. Let's keep going though. Usually it's on about 10 different channels. It might be on the Florida Fox Sports. Yep, let's see. Oh, that's the extra in it. Nope, I'm not getting this one. It's blocked out, guys. Or seems to be. Ugh. Oh, Travis, it's just a plug-in. It's just a plug-in. I have CL, but not at Wrigley. I've gone to Cubs games at the old Fulton County Stadium. I've gone to them in the Tropicana Dome. But I have not been to actual Wrigley. My brother went last fall. Well, I mean, I have it. I can watch it on my phone. I can watch it on the MLB app, but I can't watch it on the Fox Sports package that I got on DirecTV. I don't know if this bases are loaded yet or what. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Go get drunk at Wrigley. I'll do a live. I go to Wrigley, guys. You don't get a live of it. Straight up.
Conley throws to first base in time. Hayward got a great jump.
So should be second and third with one out. Should be. Will, that's the only one they offer. But they sell like the stuff for Dish Network, but you have to call Dish Network and get it put on. What's going on, Kenworth? So second and third, one out. All we need is a nice long ball to the outfield, and I will rejoice in song. I will rejoice in song for you. I better start getting my throat ready. I mean, you could get like, if you got your own hotspot, I mean, you could just get TV and just get like whatever you want to get. You know, so many, YouTube's got TV service, Hulu. So, I actually have Hulu Live on top of my DirecTV. Correct, at least Renter's Advance. William, we did when I was a kid. My dad used to be able to watch the game on TV and hear the announcers at the field. That's how close we lived, but I was little. Oh. It's not good. No, I'm not. Chris Bryant's up, right? He hit a solo home run in the ninth yesterday. I don't know what'll happen. All he needs is a hit, right? It's 2 outs though. Sacrifice fly doesn't do us no good no more. I haven't been smoking cigarettes. I don't plan on it. I'm not going to smoke. I'm very happy on the vape. I really am. Very happy on the vape. So Bryant's went for forward to triple. Ugh, out. Uh-oh. That ain't good. This radio runs a little behind TV. That sucks. Yeah, you can get vape juice that tobacco flavored. You can get vape juice pretty much in any flavor. Pretty much any flavor you want, you can get vape juice. We need to score a run. We do. Everybody's leaving. That's okay. We quit talking trucking. It's good to talk something different every now and then. Nothing wrong with baseball. Be nice if we win this game, though. Oh! Walk off! Walk off! Let me roll my windows. 3-run home run, Chris Bryant to end the ball game. He hits one last night in the ninth. They lost it. He hits a 3-run home run tonight in the bottom of the ninth for a walk-off home run.
Cleveland 2015.
And I hear the music. They're already singing. Let's go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. Go. Go, Cubs, go. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Cubs are gonna win today. They got the power, they got the speed. They're #1 in the National League. Look at that, guys. It's the hat. It's the hat. It is the hat. We did it. We pulled it off. Cubs have been on fire, guys. They had a terrible start to the season. And here the last 25 games, I think they're 18-7 in the last 25 games. So that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That was a hell of a hit. I'm going to rewatch that one after I get off here. That was good. That was really good. Alright guys, I've been live for 3 hours. The Cubs game's over. Time to call tonight. I think Brown's ready to go to bed anyways. And Mr. Brown ain't going to burn my hat. So, I will be back with you all sometime or another. It may take a little bit. It's going on, sweet tea. Because we're going to run pretty hard to Florida. Tomorrow I'm going to pick this load up. We got about 2,500 miles to go, 26, something like that. And tomorrow's Wednesday. We deliver on Saturday morning. We'll just have to see how things go. So, in the meantime, we'll do 4 B's, right? Let's do 4 B's. So we're going to do be safe, be smart, be successful, and be a Cubs fan, all right? Those are important things. Those are all important. Yeah, we may get a flower load. We may get a flower load just for Mr. Brown.
No.
Did y'all hear him? He said no. He's like, no. No flower loads. No flower loads. All right, y'all take care out there, man. We'll see y'all soon. In the meantime, man.